Hey, Machinery Pete here, folks. It's Tuesday, December 6th, 2011, and I'm in Independence, Iowa, in the northeast part of the state here, down here to cover a farm estate auction today by Sullivan Auctioneers. Now, not a ton of equipment on today's sale, but we've got 4 John Deere tractors and a 1992 John Deere 9500 combine, and these suckers have really, really low hours. So it could be a hot sale here today with the market being very strong and a lot of folks looking for that last-minute tax deduction. So let's go check it out. Hey, Machinery Pete here, folks, with my friend Dan Sullivan. Dan, we got quite a sale here today, December 6th, 2011. You're up kind of north here in Independence, Iowa.
Yes, we are, Greg. We're selling probably one of the nicest lines of John Deere equipment we've had the opportunity to sell in 32 years. Maybe not the biggest line of equipment, but one of the nicest lines we've had the opportunity to sell.
And today's an estate sale?
It's an estate sale. The gentleman, the reason for the low hours on everything, he only farmed a little over 400 acres. And so he had the capability and means of owning a nice line of machinery. And so that's the reason for the low hours. He didn't farm that many acres.
And we have 4 John Deere tractors, about as low as hours as I've seen on a
That's
farm
as low as
sale.
hours that we've seen too, Greg. Probably as low as hours you're going to find for that many tractors. You know, one tractor only has 150 or 60 hours on it, and I think
that's
right
an
on
8230.
Yeah, and then right on down to the 8210, which is still just in the teens. So it's a tremendous line of equipment.
And tell me about the combine on the sale today, Dan.
Combine's going to be a surprise, Greg Peterson. I can tell you right now. I know we follow your website daily, as does a lot of auctioneers and farmers and machinery dealers across the entire United States and other countries. But the 9500 combine has generated as much interest as the tractors have generated.
You don't see many 92 models with 1,300 total hours.
Low hours on it.
And the 10 series update?
The 10 series update, you put an updated tack, new tack in at that time. And there's some folks that don't want to spend that money on new combines and all the technology it takes to run one. You won't see any auto steer on any of these tractors or anything. You just had a little small farming operation here. There's a lot of farmers that are looking for that size of combine. So I think, Greg, the combine's going to be a surprise.
Could be a hot one today.
I think so. I think it's going to shock a lot of people.
$162,500 about it. I'm at about 62, 160, 161, 162, 161, 162, I'm at about 61, 162, I'm at about 61, I'm at about 2, 162, 3, 162, 3, I'm at about 62, 162 down, I'm at about 62, 3, I'm at about 2, 3, 162, now 164,000, now 164,000. Just starting to think about it, ladies and gentlemen. 163, 164,000. I'm at 163, 164,000. That's as low as we go. We don't sell anybody out for $500. It takes 164,000 to stay in this race. 163, 164, 164,000, 164,000. I'm at 163, 165 in it, 164, 164,000. I'm at 164, 165,000, 165,000. 165, I'm at about 64, 165,000. Now 166,000. Out again, Jim. I'm at about 65. 166,000. 165,000. What's your options, ladies and gentlemen? Look at the home. Look at the hours. 166, 165, 166,000. I'm at about 65, I'm at about 6,000. I'm at about 65, 166,000. 165 pound dollar to get a 6,000 about it. I'm at about 65, you give 166,000 anybody else? 165, 166,000 to buy to get 166, 167 internet, 167. 166, 167. I'm at about 166 here, 167,000. 166,000 down 7. I'm at about 67,000. 167,000 to get a 6,000 to get 7. I'm at about 66, 167. 167,000 6 here down 7. 167,000 to get it. I'm at about 66, Scotty. 167, 167. Thank you, Scott. He just sent him a note across the internet and said he's done, so I'm going to sell it live in the ring at 166,000. Scott, who underbidder? Underbidders out of Nebraska. 207 the buyer. 24 oil, you're going to buy both of them for one. Go ahead and buy. You buy, got to get down, go ahead and get down, buy, go ahead and get down, all right, ladies and gentlemen, lot number 22 is going to be your 08 8230 Jim Sullivan. Set her down, let him bid.
What'd you say, Scott?
I'm gonna John Deere, $100,000, $110,000, $100,000, Deere, $120,000. I'm gonna Deere, $20, $120, $120, $115, $120, $125, $130,000, $130,000, $135, $140,000, $140,000, $145, $145, $145,000, $145, help yourself, ladies and gentlemen, $145,000, $140,000, $145, $142,500, everybody. Now $145,000 with an internet bidder, $142,500, $145, $147,500, internet, $145, $147,500, I'm gonna $145, $147,500, $145, $147,500, here, $7,500, I'm gonna $145, $147,500, I'm gonna $147,500, $150,000, happy, $150,000, $150,000, $152,500, internet, $150,000, live in the ring, $150,000, $152,500, $152,500, I'm gonna $150,000, $152,500, $152,500, $152,500, $152,000, now $150,000, what'd you say, Scott? $152,500, $155,000, Jimmy. Now $155,000. I'm gonna now $157,500 internet. $155,000, $157,500. I'm gonna $155,000, $157,500, $157,500. No finer now. As low as we're gonna go. $157,500. $155,000 takes $157,500 internet. Now $160,000, Jim Huff. Now $160,000. I'm gonna $157,500. $160,000. $160,000. $160,000. $160. Now $2,500 internet. $162,500. I'm gonna $162,500. $162,000. Scott, the internet's out of 160 live in the ring, 162,500, 162,500, $162,500, 162,500, we're not done yet. Now 165,000, 165,500, I'm gonna 162,500, 165,000, I'm gonna 165, 162,500 takes $165,000 stay in this race. 165,000, equip the way you want it. 165,000, $165,000 on it. I'm gonna 162,500, 165,000, $165,000, I'm gonna 165,500, I'm gonna 162,500, $165,000 to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, the hammer is high. 165,000, 165,000, 165, 165. Anybody else? $165,000. You down, Jim? One more time. 165,000. 165 and a half, 162,500 and a half, 165 and all in it all done. Ladies and gentlemen, anybody else at 165,000? 165, yes or no? $165,000 to be here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, fair warning, last call at $165,000 bought it. 165 and a half, 165. Sold it online at $162,500 to the internet. And Scotty, where's it going? Going to the great state of Nebraska. Tell them congratulations. 162,500. And who gets it, Scott? This player's on the platform. $1 to get $2, $1 to get down $2, $3 to $3, $3 to get down $2, $3. $3 to get down $3, $3 to get down $3, $3 to get down $3, $3 to get down $4. 90,000, 95,000, 100,000, 105,000, 110,000, Jim. 110,000 to 10. I'm gonna 105, 110,000. I'm gonna 105 to 10, 110,000. I'm on the lead. 105, 110,000. I'm gonna 105 to 10, 10, 10, 105 to 10. You 10, 10, 10, 105. You get 110. You get a Scott? 110, 100, 115, 117, 5. I'm gonna 115, 75. 2 internet bidders here. I'm 100, 120,000, 117, 22, 5 online all the way. 122.5. I'm gonna 122.5. 122.5. 120,000 to 122.5. 122.5. But once again, that's as low as we'll go. 122.5. So stay there, Scott. 122.5. I'm at 120 down. Now 125 with the live bidder from the auction truck. Jimmy. Now 125 internet. He's in at 122.5. 125,000 internet chat. 125,000. I'm at 122.5 and 125,000. Now 127.5. Now 130 internet. 130,000. 127 and 5 and he's in. 127.5 from the truck. 130 internet chat. 130,000. 127 and 5 and 130,000. 127.5, 130 down to mid 130, 127 and a half and a half, 130,000, 127 and a half and a half, 130 down to mid 130. I'm at 32.5, 132.5, 132.5. Don't lose it now at 132,500, 132.5. Slow for go, 132.5, 132.5 and 132.5. Now 135,000 internet, 135,000. I'm at 132.5, 135,000, 132.5, 135,000, 135 down to mid 130. 135 down to mid 135, to mid 135. I'm at 132.5 and a 135 down to get it. I'm at 132.5 internet, yes or no? 135,000. You get it? Now 137.5. Now 137.5. I'm gonna run 35 at a 37 at a 5. I'm gonna run 37.5. I'm gonna run 35 online. 137.5. 137 at a 5. I'm gonna run 37 at a 5. I'm gonna run 35. 137.5. 137 at a 5. I'm gonna run 37 at a 5. I'm gonna run 37 at a 5 at the deal. I'm gonna run 35. 137.5 all in all done. 137 at a 5. I'm gonna run 37 at a 5. I'm gonna run 37.5 at a half. 137 at a 5 at a there. Here we go. 135,000. 137,500 out of the border. Ladies and gentlemen, all in all done. Fair warning. Last call at 137,500. So to the internet at 135 grand. And where's that going? What's the paddle number? Going to Florida. Paddle number?
Not a problem. Anytime.
Say that again, internet. Paddle 3020. Going to Florida. Paddle. Sullivan Auctioneers, $1 to get down $2, $3 to get down $1 to bid, $3 to get $3, $3 to get down $2 to get $3, $3 to get down $2 to get down sold. Thanks, Brian. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be lot number 24. It's going to be a 2000 John Deere 8210 tractor. Of course, the mechanical front, the 18446 radio, 169 radio, 30s on the front. Does have the fenders on the front, the radar, 1003 remotes, the rock box, and only how many hours now, Brian?
1197.
1,197 hours, ladies and gentlemen. 1,197 hours. Wow. Isn't that a nice tractor? Ever seen a nicer set of tractors, ladies and gentlemen? One sitting, all selling at absolute unreserved auction, and Jim Sullivan set it in, let him bid. 60,000, 65,000, 70,000, 75,000, 80,000, 85,000, 90,000, 95,000, 100,000, 105, 110, 110, live at the ring, Scott, 105, 110,000. I'm gonna want 05, 110,000. I'm gonna want 05, you give 110,000. I get 105, and I'm on 110,000. I'm live at the ring at 105. Let's go to 107.5, 107.5. I'm gonna want 5 at a 7 at a 5, you give 107,500. I'm gonna want 05, 107.5, now 110,000, now 12.5, Greg, 115,000, 117.5. I'm gonna want 17.5. I'm gonna want 15 at a 17 at a 5. 117.5, 117.5. I'm gonna want 15, 117.5. I'm gonna want 15, 117.5. 115 down to 17.5. I'm gonna 115,000, 117.5 on the bind there. I'm gonna want 15, 17.5. 115 at a 17 at a 5. I'm gonna want 15, 117.5. 115 down to 17.5 at a 117.5. Ladies and gentlemen, anybody else at 117.5? I'm gonna want 15 bid, 117.5, 117 at a 5 at a 15 to get a 17.5 at all day, but all done. Ladies and gentlemen, fair warning, last call at 117,500. Sold the tractor at 115,000, 231 the buyer. Number going to be 178, 178. Thank you, Mike. All cylinder angles right there by the pair, $2.5, $5. You're going to get up 5, 5 to the mail, $2.5, $7.5. Four-wheel drive combine has a 10 series updates, 30.5 32s, 18.4 26s, chopper spreader, dial-o-matic, mower bin, hopper extension, 17-foot unloading auger, the harvest track. Go to the hours, folks. 648 on the separator, 992. These are hours after the 10 series update. The hours before the 10 series update were 273 and 399. Ladies and gentlemen, you do the math on it. The combined total hours on the separator is going to be 921, and on the engine is going to be 1,391 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it sharp, and I don't think anybody would dispute that. Folks, there's been a lot of increase, and I know Machine Repeat standing right down here with us, folks. If you follow along, machinerepeat.com, and these combine markets, folks, especially these 9,000 series combines, the market has jumped on these things drastically. There's a lot of interest in this combine. It does have the 10th series update. That's okay, Brian. Let's 5,000, 60,000, 60,000, 65,000, 65,000 down to 60, 70,000, 70,000 down to 70,000, 70,000 down to 68,000, 70,000, 65, 67,000, now 70,000, 70,000 down to 70, 70, 70, 68, 69, 69,000. I'm going to make it at 968, but I'm 9,000. I'm going to make down to 69,000, 68, 69,000. I'm going to make down to there, down 9. I'm going to make down 69,000, 68 down to 9. I'm going to make down to there, down 9. To get down to 69,000, 68,000, 69 down to the border. I'm going to make down to 9 to get down to 68, but 9, 69. Folks, I told you before we started chanting this combine that we'd have many cars on that as we have on this tractor. When I talked to Greg Peterson prior to the auction, he said, what's been the surprise? And I said, Greg, the cars on this combine. He said, Ray, doesn't surprise me. I got 69 during the speech on an internet bidder. Now 70,000, Jim Huff. 69, 70,000. I'm going to bid 69, 70 grand on it. 69 pound dollar to bid 70,000. I'm going to know now a 70 pound on even money, 70,000. 69, 70 pound dollar bill. 69 pound dollar to bid 70,000. I'm going to know 69 to get 70 pound dollar to bid 70. 69, 70,000. 69 pound dollar to get a 70 pound dollar to bid 90 to get a 70 pound dollar. Ladies and gentlemen, the hammer's high. 69,000. 70 pound dollar even money to bought it. I'm going to bid 69 to get a 70 pound dollar to bought it. I'm going to know 69. 70,000, 69, 70, 70 pound dollar, we're going to do 69 pound dollar, ladies and gentlemen, don't lose her now, if you're looking for one like that, $70,000, 69 pound dollar to 70, 70 pound dollar to 69 grand dollar, maybe to get a 70 pound dollar, 71,000 internet, that was close. Now 71,000. 70,000. 71 grand. 71 pound dollar to bid barn. 71 pound dollar to 71. 71 pound dollar Scott. What do you think? 71 pound dollar. Now 72,000. 72. 71 pound dollar to 2. 71 2. 71 pound dollar to 2. 2. 2. 2. 1 bill. 2 pound dollar to 2 pound dollar to 2 pound dollar to bought it. I'm going to 71 2. 71 2. 71 2. 71 pound dollar to 2. Ladies and gentlemen, all in all that. 71 pound dollar online. Anybody better get 72 pound dollar at the combine about it? 71,000, 72 pound dollar about it. So to the internet at 71,000. Hold up, driver. I want to get the information here before we pull ahead. 71 grand. What's the paddle number? Paddle 3022. Where's the combine go? Repeat buyer from us on the internet going to the great state of Nebraska. Tell them we're welcome aboard here today.